Leaders, Michael here. And actually, it's normally hello, leaders, but it's actually this time hello, coaches. And I just wanted to say I'm really excited. We have a great live for you on confidently coaching C-level leaders for you. Now, I have Emma so just so you know, right now I'm going live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And I have Emma checking. So I can't see the comments directly, but what she's going to be doing is manning the comments. And I'm hopefully going to get a little note from her right now that things are working properly. And but if you have comments or questions as we go through here, put them on there. She's going to text them over to me because I can't watch all three at one time. I got a lot going on right now, but that's what we got going for you. So what this is how to coach people at the highest level in the organization. And let me tell you why this came about. So with my if you probably have a copy of Leadership Mindset 2.0 by now, and you probably know who I am. And even 2 years after the book's been sold, we still sell between $500 and $1,000 of books every day. What surprised me is 10 to 20% of the people that have bought the book are coaches. And I thought that was really, really interesting. And so as I got to talk to these coaches, I'm like, hey, that's great you bought the book. Why did you invest in the book? Why did you take the time to purchase the book and read the book? And they said, hey, I'm a coach or I'm a consultant or I want to get into coaching, but I just want to know how a real corporate or business leader's mind works. And I didn't realize that, I just checking the Emma says everybody can see me, so that's good. And so what I realized is that there's a lot of great coaches out there and they want to break in to the next level. They want to break into corporate leadership, business owners, etc., but they don't know how. And so if there are these coaches, if you are a coach, if you do coaching, maybe you do coaching in your organization. Maybe you are a newer leadership coach. Maybe you do coaching for middle managers. Maybe you do life coaching, whatever it is. And you want to know, what do I need to do to coach the highest level of people out there? This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. And look, it's quick. We'll be done in 30 to 40 minutes, no problem. And if you've ever been in one of my presentations like this, I go really, really fast. But at the end, I'm going to stop for questions, and then Emma's going to feed me any and all questions that everybody has. So pop them in the comments there. So, really quick about me. If you don't know about me, I'm assuming most people here know who I am. But if you don't know who I am, my name is R. Michael Anderson. I founded and ran three software companies. I have founded, scaled, and sold three software companies, two in California, one in Singapore. I've been on multiple boards of directors. I've been president of the board of director for Conscious Capitalism in California. So I have board level experience. I've authored 4 books, including Leadership Mindset 2.0, which has won 3 Book of the Year awards. It's my 4th book. What you may not have known about me is I'm only one of 142 soul-centered professional certified coaches in the world. And this comes from a very unique master's degree in psychology I did. And that gives me a real depth to the coaching that I personally do. And I've been coaching for over a decade, and I coach many business owners right now, people that are on boards. I coach people that are billionaires, run $1 billion+ a year companies. I've coached startups. I coach scale ups. One of the co-founders I'm coaching now is the fastest growing company in Australia. And so I've coached, and I've coached middle managers. I've coached people in all different realms. And that is important because of what my background is, I understand what goes on. I've been a VP at in corporations, etc. So I have really unique perspectives, both from the leader's point of view and the coach's point of view. Now, here's what I'm hearing from coaches. When I talk to coaches, a lot of them, this is what I'm hearing from them, that they're not talking to higher level executives. That they have maybe, I talk to some people, they coach like programmers, or they coach, middle managers, they coach people on imposter syndrome, or they coach this or they coach that. but they're not talking to the higher level executives, or the few times that they are, they don't feel that they connect to these higher levels, people in the higher level, and that they feel out of their league, and they don't have the confidence to really be present in that conversation, and that they have real value to add to those types of people. Now, this matters because there's a lot of great coaches out there, but something's missing. Because high-level leaders don't engage the same way as your mid-level clients. And I'll tell you what, that door shuts quickly. If you don't show up the right way when you're coaching one of these people, we say the door shuts quickly. So I just got to keep an eye on Emma to make sure everything's going good. Good. So why is coaching higher level leaders different? Well, I'll tell you what, and I go back to when I was running my businesses. Higher level leaders qualify people out of their life very quickly. Anytime I meet anybody, and especially when I was running businesses and running boards of directors, I was always evaluating them. Can they think strategically? Are they adding any value? The next time I have a high-level meeting or a board meeting or a strategic project, can they be in the room with me? Are they adding value in a very concise, powerful way? Because look, I have a billion things to do. High-level leaders really protect their time, they protect their energy, and they protect their circle. And so you have to earn your way into that circle. And we'll talk about how you're doing that. And you often only get one chance to do that. So that's one thing, is that it's really hard to break into that circle. And higher level leaders have developed what I call the mask. And yeah, that's a corny little graphic from an old Jim Carrey movie called The Mask. But here's what I mean by the mask. The mask is a defense mechanism that leaders have developed over time, shielding them from vulnerability, criticism, and even their own self-doubt. Look, every leader and every manager takes on a lot of stress in their life. And though the higher you go up in the organization, or the larger, or if you're a business owner, the more you scale your company, you can't even imagine the pressure you have. You have it from your board of directors. You have it from the investors. You maybe have it. Maybe you get in a lawsuit. Maybe you do. Maybe your customers. Maybe your vendors. Maybe the economy. Maybe regulations. Whatever it is. If you've been like a middle manager and you multiply it by 1 million, then you know what an executive leader goes through. So you have to create this resilience, and part of this resilience shows up as what I call the mask. Now the issue is, higher up you go. And when I say the higher up you go in seniority level, this could also be if you own a business, the more you scale a business, the stronger the mask gets, because leaders always need to show confidence, because the board, the investors, etc. And so many things happen that they've really developed this ability. And there's a good aspect to this and not a good aspect to this, that they've developed a way to always show confidence and to always show that they have it covered, even when they don't. Now, this mask comes in there's 3 different ways this mask shows up. I call it the mask of competence. So they need to act like they have all the answers, even when they don't. And we're going to come back to these. I'm going to show you what what higher level leaders need from you when they have each of these aspects. Second is mask of resilience. They suppress stress, exhaustion, and personal struggles. Hey, I got it all covered. I know I'm working a lot. I'm taking a lot. I got it covered. The mask of control. So this is where they avoid asking for help because they believe they need to have it all together themselves. And they wear this mask because they carry this weight of responsibility from all these different stakeholders. And they have the pressure to always have the answers, and the expectation to project unwavering confidence. And I know we can talk about authenticity and vulnerability, and with that also comes this, hey, you got it covered because you're running this large organization. So what's beneath the mask? And the thing is, here's how this matters to you as a coach. Because if you can't get under the mask and stay at surface level, if you stay at surface level coaching, they're going to keep the mask on. And if they don't trust you, they're going to get what leaders often have is they have these like predetermined answers to questions. They have these things that they're going to throw out to protect themselves. This is part of the mask. And so if they don't trust you, you're going to get the same answers everybody else gets, their husband or wife gets, their friends get, etc. And if you don't know how to break through that mask, you're never going to have the real conversation. You're going to need to connect to them and have them trust you and have them potentially be your client and to make progress with them as your with you as their coach. And look, the mask is a secret blind spot that virtually every single leader out there has and needs to be addressed. And when you can break through the mask and address this, then you become massively valuable. You become an indispensable person in this person's life. And that's why often executive coaches, true executive coaches, get paid a lot of money because it's hard to break through that mask, and it's hard, and not everybody can really be that person that shows up like that for them. And your ability to coach high-level leaders is directly related, directly aligned to your ability to break through that mask. This is what's going to determine whether you're successful or whether you're not. Because look at the mask of competence. The mask of competence says that they act like they have all the answers even when they don't. So part of them knows that they don't have something covered, but they have to look like they do. And if you can break through that mask, you can be the person that helps get them those answers. So you help close the gap of what the mask is covering for. The mask of resilience, they suppress stress, exhaustion, and personal struggles. Often these high-level leaders have nobody in the world to talk about how they're disconnected from their kid, they're having issues with their spouse, they have a substance abuse issue. They need somebody to process this with. They need somebody at least to share it with. And some people don't even have anybody to share it with. And again, once you can break through that mask, you can be that solution. The mask of control, they avoid asking for help because they believe they need to have it all together. And this is really what it's about. You can be that person that helps them get it together, that one person in their life. And that's often the role of a coach, of a great coach. So here's the 3 keys to coaching top leaders. So if you're like, hey, I do coach, but this sounds good. I want to get through the mask. I want to be that trusted advisor. I want to have that respect and that impact. Here's what you need to do. The first thing is credibility. Credibility. And credibility is getting in the door and owning your authority. Now, look, when I talk about credibility, that you're probably thinking of, oh, how can I coach a CEO? I've never been a CEO. The credibility is more for you than for them. You need to believe this yourself. You need to believe you have something to add to their world. You need to believe that you are the coach that can help bring them to their next level. So the credibility is more for you than for them. Every potential client is going to look for something different. Yeah, a certification may help. Yeah, your experience may help. But people, mostly 99%, people want to deal with somebody that can solve their problems. And they want to work with a powerful person. And you probably are a powerful person, but you don't own your power. You don't know how to articulate your power. And when you can do that, that's going to bring your credibility. Your credibility doesn't necessarily come on a website or on a business card or whatever it is. Look, that doesn't hurt. I'm not going to lie to you, that doesn't hurt. But what they really want is they want to know that they're working with a powerful person. And okay, so it's the credibility. The second thing is tools. Now, there's a lot of coaching models out there. And, there's things that I hear about like the GROW model. And look, these models aren't necessarily bad, but there's 2 things. One is that they're often very, what I call behavioral or surface level. It's like, hey, what are your goals? How are you holding yourself back? What are you going to do between now and next session? A lot of people that are high achievers are good at that stuff. that's going to seem very elementary to them. What you need is you need tools to get them deep about their beliefs, about their identities. There's two things. One is you need to give them tools about that. But also, a lot of the coaching models assume that they have something that already that they want to work on. What you also need you need tools to break through that mask. And you need them to be honest with you about what they do need to work on. And so if you know some coaching models, that's great. But those coaching models probably aren't going to give you the success you need with these higher level people. And also, when you have the right tools, when you have tools that you know work, then you show up with confidence. It's not just confidence in you as a coach, it's confidence in you and your tool set as well. The third thing is presence. Now, this is the foundation of trust and transformation. So presence builds trust, respect, and safety. This is about you being able to stand nose to nose with a powerful person and tell them what they're telling you is BS. It's being able to listen when they're sharing something they've never shared with anybody else and they feel deep shame about it. It's about just you having the strength within yourself to show up for them. Maybe they've done something unethical. Maybe they have a lot of shame around something, but you need to be strong in yourself to show up for them. And that's really what turns you into a trusted advisor. It does, and all the tools in the world don't matter unless you have the presence to stand there with them. So those are the three keys to coaching top leaders. Look, credibility gets you in the room. The tools are going to give you the structure and the confidence to break through the mask. And then the presence is going to make your coaching powerful and transformational. That's how all three of these work. Now, we covered the three essential keys. And now you're probably seeing how coaching C-levels, coaching business owners, coaching VPs are different than coaching mid-level managers and other people, and I don't want to say the general population, but I think you know what I mean. So it's about really, really high performers and the high earners and all these other things, people at the top of the food chain as it is. And if that's all you needed today, that's great. That is what I wanted to get that message through to you. But if you're like, this is great, but how do I develop them? Because developing them is a whole nother game. What I've come out with, because I mentioned at the beginning, if you're just joining the Leadership 2.0, I sell a bunch of them every day, and a lot of people that buy them are coaches. I've never run anything for coaches before, but that's a decent part. And I'm like, how can I really serve a lot of these people that I talk to and that are buying my book and I chat with on social media, etc. So I'm coming out, this is the first time that I'm running this Executive Mindset 2.0, Executive Leadership Mindset 2.0, Executive Coaching Certification. So this is going to be a live course that gives you coaches everything that you need to attract, enroll, and coach people at the highest level. Now, I'm just going to talk about the certification for a couple minutes. And I want to be clear about what this is and what this isn't. I'm not teaching coaching here. If you've never coached anybody before, this is not for you. So this is for people that have had some coaching experience. You don't have to be the most expert coach in the world, but I'm not teaching basic one-on-one coaching. So it's not for brand new coaches. If you want the skills, confidence, and positioning to land and coach high-level clients, and you are committed to your own growth as a coach. Because if you've ever taken any of my courses for leaders, if you read the book, everything that I do to help you help others is to help you develop the relationship with yourself. So this coach's certification course is going to be self-reflective, and we're going to be doing work on you so you can be strong and powerful for other people. So if you're looking for a quick fix, a certification to get more clients and just do it really quick and check it off, this is not for you. But if you are committed to your own growth as a coach, and honestly, I see a lot of coaches out there that don't want to work on themselves. They just want to work on other people, which I think is BS. And if you read the book, you'll understand I'm really committed to my growth and helping people grow themselves to help other people. So the program over here's a little bit about it. Starts April 15th, middle of next month. Every other week, there's a 2-hour session. Every Tuesday starts at 4 p.m. UK time, 11 a.m. EST, 9, 10, 9, 8 a.m. PST, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are very experiential sessions taught by me. We're going to be coaching each other in this. You're going to learn stuff, and you're going to learn. You're going to practice it by practicing coaching. So it's not me just talking; it's me talking a little bit, and then us getting into the details and actually doing experiential things to learn it. Real time, interactive, every other week. Look, also you're going to have a community. So there's going to be other people in this. I've talked to a couple of other people that are excited about this that are really great coaches. And if you've been a coach before, you know there's a lot about how do you propose things, how do you sell coaching, how do you hold people accountable, how do you run group sessions, etc. And look, I know a lot of that, and I'm also excited to have a lot of other really smart people in to share that knowledge as well, which is where you get a massive benefit. Because coaching can be very lonely and there's nobody to go to sometimes when you have questions. And then you get certification and recognition. So you'll be listed on my website as a certified coach and you get a certificate. And these are the exact tools I use, whether it's with myself, with leaders, or when I do one-on-one coaching. So let's talk about the 3 keys I talked about before. So most coaches, when I talk about credibility, if you're like, hey, I'm interested in this credibility. Oh, I've never been a CEO, a business owner before. You probably have the credibility you need. We just need to get you to articulate it and own it in the right way, and for you to believe it. So for you to own it in your bones, to realize you are a powerful coach. Because if you don't believe you're a powerful coach, nobody else is going to believe you're a powerful coach, because high-level leaders got great intuition and they're not going to be BS'd. And look, you're gonna get a certification. It'll be listed on my website as a certified coach. Honestly, that helps with some clients. If you're just doing this for the certification, don't do it. This is really for growth, but it does help saying you are certified in Leadership Mindset 2.0. Maybe they've read the book, maybe they have the book, maybe they heard of me, etc. And that brings some tools with it. Everything, it brings tools. Speaking of tools, you're going to get 2 go-to tools. Now, I'm not just talking about like simple questions or anything. 2 go-to tools that can break through any executive's mask. Because here's the thing. When you meet an executive, man, you meet a business owner or CEO, then you normally have a get-to-know-you session before they sign up. Because you want to do that. You want to make sure it's a good fit, whatever. There's different ways to do this, and I can help you out with that if you're not sure, but you might have your own methodology. But that's the time where you have to draw things out of what you can do as a coach. And so I'm going to bring 2 go-to tools that you can use anytime with any person, with the highest performer in the world, that's going to make them realize that they have growth to do and that you are a person that can do that. And look, we're going to practice these. We're going to practice these with each other. So it's not like here they are. It's like you're going to get good at them. And then you're going to get a toolkit of powerful questions and other things you can use that's going to make you have a really strong tool belt, and really make any client go deeper. And look, you're going to have access to me. When I run groups, if you've been in any of my masterminds or anything, you can always call me, send me, get my help. If you're working with a CEO that has a board presentation, you're like, what's a board presentation? You call me, I'll tell you what it is. Me, and I'm sure that the other people in the community, where there's going to be a wealth of knowledge, you're going to be able to help other people as well and share knowledge. Because they may have issues that you need some context on. You're going to be able to talk to me and talk to other people so that you come in armed, and you don't look. They're like a board of directors. Like, what do you mean board of directors? So it's like we are investors. Like, okay, I'll be like, look, this is what the investor is going to want from them, and then you can help them with that as well. Presence. And then you're going to develop the ability to stand toe to toe with these powerful people, to bring out their best, to call their BS, to get past that mask, because they're used to a bunch of yes people being around them. And you're not the yes person, you're the honest person. You're going to practice these skills live so they become second nature, and you're going to gain that confidence in yourself, knowing you belong in the room. So that's the 3 keys. What makes this different? Look, this is not just another coaching certification. Like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. This is really important to me. It focuses on your growth as much as your skills. Helps you become a real trusted advisor, somebody they respect, somebody they call when they need that next level, whether things are going bad or whether they need things to go good. You're the person to get them there. So if you're interested, I'm not asking anybody to sign up. I'm asking them to, if you're interested, arrange a call, because I want to make sure this is right for you and I want to make sure you're right for this. So this is a QR code, or you can go to tinynet.cc/coaching cert, and Emma's going to put that in the chat as well for you to do it. So, and then what you can do is you can book a call, and then we're going to have an honest conversation. You can tell me where you're at, and we'll figure out if this is a good match. Starts April 15th, runs 3 months. The pricing, since this is the first one, is a very, very affordable pricing. It's $7.95 USD. If you book the call before Monday, it's only $5.95. That's the early bird. So we're doing this on a Wednesday. So if you book, that doesn't mean we have to talk before Monday. That means you have to go in there and click and find a time for us to talk and have that all booked in before end of the day Monday. Then you have access to the early bird pricing. Okay, a lot of me talking right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to questions. You can ask any question that you want. Emma's going to send it to me because I'm not on chat. And you can ask questions about coaching high-level people. You can ask questions about whatever leadership mindset. You can ask questions about the certification program. I am really here to answer your questions. All right, Emma, tell me all these million questions coming in. And sometimes on these, I got a lot of questions on these, and sometimes I don't have so many. But this is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I'm really excited to put it into practice. And the more I talk to coaches out there, that there are amazing, amazing coaches out there, and that this is really a good facility for them to be out there and to really help have people, especially people that have invested in the book, that get Leadership Mindset 2.0, then they are going to be able to be able to really help bring and help more people. All right, seems like there's no questions. That's what happens when you do such a great job on one of these lives. So, thank you, Rita. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Rita just said this is amazing news, and that's great. And look, if you're on, there's going to be some follow-ups on this. Ask me any questions you want. I really enjoy this. I really love what I do, and I'm really here to serve you and to make sure that whatever happens, I got your back. So if you're interested in it, drop me a note, book a call, whatever that is, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.